want to make a little video about Umar Johnson, and he made a video about he being interviewed by a YouTuber. I forget his name, but it's all over the YouTube now, and people are responding about it. And he started off saying that first he said that the disrespect and the vitriol that Black Americans give Africans and people from the Caribbean, but definitely mostly Africans. And then he said that it's a shared disrespect. And at 60 years old and from New York, I've seen the disrespect of Caribbeans coming here in the 80s. They were pretty cool, but by the time the 90s came in, they just, I can give so many stories of them. I worked around them. I lived around them. I rented a apartment from just Jamaican slumlord. Um, then the Africans came in and started coming in the late 1990s and the 2000s. They came in with the disrespect. But I want to apologize because my generation, the generation before us, let too much of this nonsense slide. Slide. I know I've said this before, but now we're standing on business, and they want to try to wrap it around us being disrespectful. And then he says something about we're American Africans. No, we are not American Africans or African Americans. We are Black Americans or foundational Black Americans. I know he has this little fixation with Africa, but you don't say that Jamaicans should be called Jamaican Africans or Trinidadians should be called Trinidadian Africans or Haitians should be called Haitian Africans. Why should we? We've been giving blood, sweat, and tears to this country for 500 years, fought in every war. And we started our new beginning, our, what do they call it? Um, I forget the name of it, but it's a new beginning. We started that 500 years ago. So we're saying that we're not Americans. We shouldn't look at ourselves as being American. We shouldn't wave the flag that we died and fought for. And a lot of white people died and fought for too in the Civil War. Let's keep it a buck. He was all over the place with this. You know, one minute it's our fault for the disdain against and disrespect against Africans. The next minute it's both of our fault. And then he says something so Africans and Jamaicans could never do harm to us the way the white man has done. That's called deflecting. So we're supposed to overlook their disrespect. They come into this country, and if they take resources that we're supposed to get, yeah, that's doing harm. But I tell you, it's a really good day to see Black Americans standing on business, and it's been a long time coming. I seen this before I left New York in 2004 that the brothers was getting sick of it, and they were starting to nah, we're not having this. Again, I see them on the job. I put in like 20 something years with UPS, and I see them kiss butt on the job, kiss white butt. And I'm like, why are you doing that? We have a union. You don't have to kiss butt. It's not. Anyway, that's my little take on it. And I will not patronize or try my best not to. I'm being a hypocrite because I did it yesterday and I didn't even realize it. Anything African or anything Jamaican, but I went in there and bought 2 bags of potato chips for like $1. And by the time the guy gave me a change, they and then I knew he was an African. I will do my damnedest not to patronize any of their stores. No Jamaican food. I don't eat that African jawable rice and food and all that mess. We have to make a stand. And when you get arrogant YouTubers like this, Afro think tank telling us we're gonna shop in Harlem, Black American Harlem, we're gonna shop in African stores. Let's see how that's working out. I was in Harlem. I was in Harlem up in New York 3 times this year. I went to Harlem 2, 3. Every time I was there, I went to Harlem 2, 3 days. I didn't see no Black Americans shopping in any of their shops. And they had this huge flea market. I forget what street it's off of. I walked around. They were looking at me like I was crazy. No Black Americans in any of their shops. And we need to keep that up. If it's not for us, they won't have businesses. Anyway, that's my little shtick. Outie.